Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and today we're looking at the game Minit, M-I-N-I-T. This is a small little indie game made by about 4 people that was published by Devolver Digital in 2018. One thing that always kind of stinks about covering these games is you can't get to the main splash screen that you first start off. There's just no way to ever get back to them. And it at that main start screen simply said press X to start. I'm playing with a Microsoft Xbox One controller. I pressed the X button, nothing happened. I had to press A to start. So that's only the beginning of some video settings and video issues I've already seen with this game, and I haven't even played it yet. First of all, the game launched in an incredibly small window. I have my dots per inch magnified to 150% in Windows. That usually makes things too big, not too small. And yet I had to hit Alt-Enter to get it to go into kind of a windowed mode that was a lot bigger, so I could even read the text that was on the screen. And then I had to come down to these settings and turn on full screen to actually get it to go to full screen, and at that point it worked. But it does seem a little off on the programming. Certainly, it makes me definitely think that this is being rendered at some incredibly small resolution of maybe 240 by 240, and then just being scaled up by a very basic Windows scaling there. I've also seen on the discussions as I was trying to fix that problem that if you turn down darkness to 0%, it probably will break the game. And darkness usually is described as contrast, whereas brightness is really more how blacks the blacks are. So you ideally would want your brightness to be down as low as possible, but I won't bother to do that. And then I've turned the master volume down to 70% on top of the usual sound adjustments I did. But I wouldn't say that the audio is too off in its volume. Don't know what freeze frames are. I don't know why anybody would want the screen to shake. I don't want to play with the speedrun timer on, and I don't know if this is something that would give you an achievement for going vegan, or if this is just at some point our character is going to eat meat and they figured they would be particularly accommodating in the story that they're telling. There is definitely a problem with the idea of the creators, the artists, the people telling the story, not even being willing to commit to whether or not the main character you're playing as is vegan or not, one way or the other. It shouldn't really be up to the player if you're telling me a story. If I'm playing an RPG game like Skyrim, well then I suppose you could play a Skyrim character as a vegan and choose not to eat any meat. I don't think most people who played Skyrim chose to eat too many pieces of food, even though there was quite a lot of it available anyways. And so that's just a really long setup for what is kind of a simplistic game. This is a top-down black and white game, equivalent, inspired definitely from the original NES Legend of Zelda game. It also has a lot of settings and ideas that I think would be shared with another game I covered a couple of years ago called Half Minute Hero, with I think the main difference being that in Half Minute Hero you had this time rewind mechanic, so you had 30 seconds to accomplish and defeat a level, and there was a lot of levels, but if you went to a time goddess shrine you could then rewind your 30 seconds, so you could actually spend 4 or 5 minutes in a level, whereas I believe Minute itself really is just going to give you 60 seconds and then your character is going to die and respawn, and that will be that. Some of the things you do will permanently affect the world. Some of the things you do won't. So if anything, I guess there's probably not so much time manipulation going on in this instance, other than you could think of yourself basically as a clone that has a lifespan of 60 seconds, and as much progress as you can accomplish there is as much as you'll get in that run. So it's almost like a roguelike experience without anything randomizing. So yeah, it jumped me right into a game, so we'll just start a new game. And so here we are. It is picking up now the controller settings. I do definitely have to ask, left stick and D-pad both work. I do have to kind of ask how much you really save by having something black and white like this. And let's see. Pause brings up an items menu. We have no items, but I can't adjust the audio, and so his footsteps are kind of quiet. And look at how I had to just kind of angle myself diagonally to get on this side. Time freezes while you're inside of a building, so you're fine there. This looks like this might be a reference to Fez, but it's so small it'd be hard to tell. And it does seem like there's basically nothing to do here. Actually, I believe we don't have the time mechanic quite yet anyways. So we get like cursed, come to think of it. So we don't have any buttons, and we only have 2 hearts. But I don't even think hearts are going to be such an issue. But it's a little odd that I can't interact with anything. I'm not being able to read the screen. At some point we'll get a ability to cut the leaves and a bridge or a ladder to cross this river. And I don't think we can fight the crabs. No, he just hurt me immediately. And this even feels very much like there's a cave possibly there with a guy who would give us a sword. So I guess this is its first opportunity to slow things down and let you actually look around the world. I don't think there's a way, once you've beaten the game, to like just wander around. So there is a kind of lack of cleanup. There's quite a few achievements around this game that I guess you just get new game pluses. Maybe there is a new game plus that gives you more time. And you can see that there's really nowhere you can go other than picking up that sword, which will be the cursed sword. Water is nice and warm here. So I kinda look like a duck. It's funny, you're going up and then over on this. And yeah. So he's probably telling us something about the water being warm, something that is more of a hint than it would seem. So we got the sword. Press A to continue. Now we see 59 seconds at the top left. Yeah. In a world of probably being just as easily capable of programming a game like this in Unity and just purchasing Unity pre-made assets. I don't know if I really appreciate the black and white aesthetic. I do know that there are definitely a lot of people that have fond memories of the Four Shades of Grey scale on Game Boy and Game Boy games, and their kind of simplicity in general might have some appeal. I'm not sure if that's really why people like Game Boy games. And I would definitely agree that instead of doing Four Shades of Grey, doing a high contrast black and white aesthetic is probably better. But there's been far too many games. Even when this came out in 2018, there was far too many games that wanted to be black and white. And it's funny that this game has since been ported to like cell phones, and it still doesn't really find a good home on a cell phone with these visuals. So we can press A to use the sword. Alright, so we're going to have to find something. I just broke a boat. If only someone would take care of those 5 crabs. It used to be a lot busier here. What does this one say? Everything is terrible. Everything is terrible. Oops, and I just got killed. So now we have the sword and we've reset, but time is not freezing in this area. Seems like you can break a lot of things. We found the coin. But we've now got like 40 seconds. So where do we want to go? This way. It's dark in there, be careful. So yeah, we can't really do anything with that. Yeah, I don't know if you're really doing anything by giving us what is effectively an extremely abridged I apparently just ran in the water or died because I ran out of time, but it looks like I had 7 seconds left. Press B to restart. Ah, I hit B to restart. I was looking for a well, the coin moved. I was looking for a run button, but you took the cursed sword. Please drop it. Drop by the factory as soon as possible. Ouch, you took my cursed sword. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to run or if I just don't have that ability yet. But we can definitely see that there's a problem here with how much you can actually accomplish in that time. So that time was a time's up. So now that you can cut things, what are you looking at? Land is the best. Ouch. Yeah, and breaking the boat's probably not the right move. And this guy talks incredibly slow. Let's see if we can get the vast majority of what he says. I think you have to run here and spend the entire 60 minutes. For the treasure. ... Yep, not enough time. And sometimes the dog is going to be walking, and sometimes the dog is not going to be walking. Okay. We can't cut that. And we can't cut anything over here. We now have the watering can. Press A to continue. And I will just hit B because you're not going to be able to do this as quickly. So here you have a item swap element. See, I think I watered some of it, but I don't know if I'm watering it well enough, or if that was the only thing I could do, is just water it once. So I probably need to use the watering can somewhere else. I'll just go ahead and die. Okay. So either I'm supposed to water can those two trees, or we're gonna have to go further to the top left. Feels like you should have a map at this point fairly easily. Yeah. I don't know what to say. So, yeah. I could see definitely some speedrunning stats going around this. There's definitely games that could be played here, but I'm not sure if there really is enough content. Interesting, that won't break. That all 5 of them? Oops. I'm gonna have to be more careful. Yeah. I'm not sure if there's enough here as far as a game is concerned to make people want to play it over and over again. When you see people speedrunning games, they tend to be at least average length, not particularly short. Even if it is a game that is so incredibly broken you can beat it in like 5 seconds, there is a certain level at which that becomes unimprovable. So somebody just has the maximum top rank speed, and that's about it. Yeah. Crabs are gone. Here's a free coffee. This should let you push boxes. Okay, thanks. So now we can push boxes. So that should be useful slightly now. Yeah, waste of time. We'll do a decent amount of that, but it kind of won't matter either. Like, let's see, what did he say? I'll open the bridge if you take care of these creeps. Yeah, the odds of me being able to hit those arrows back seem pretty low. So we're gonna have to find some other way to get rid of those guys. Yeah. Land is the best. Is there a puzzle to this? Yes, there is. And if this was Half Minute Hero, you'd be running a lot faster, and you would be able to reset things a lot quicker. I got 10 seconds, I better figure out what's in here. So now we have 2 coins. And that probably is where the other, what the treasure chest that was being talked about was all about. Alright, well, let's see. We probably can go a little bit over here. That they've probably designed the game in such a way that it is a split path experience, in the sense that you go one way and then you go another way and then you go another way. Yeah, you've got to grow that every time. And swapping weapons is not super quick or easy. Meanwhile, using this boat to go somewhere doesn't seem like it's something we can do. We can break it, but it won't do anything else for us. Kind of feels like there should be more. Definitely feels like there should be more. Yeah, it feels like I've either missed a path. There we go, we've got an extra heart. Which, that might help. But yeah, I think I've mostly seen everybody play this game, or somebody play this game all the way through. I still don't really feel like I fully know. Alright, so we're just gonna go in the dark, I guess. There's apparently snakes. Even with 3 hearts, that's not gonna really work. So the question is, where am I missing? Like I'm straight up capable of... I can hit the arrows, but I'm just slicing them. But that's like all I'm doing is just slicing the arrows. Okay. Over here we've got this. I mean, you can just attack everybody. Let's just reset. Run all the way over here. Seems like you can attack every character in the game. Run over this way. That would have saved me some time, actually. Run this way. Ah, I can push boxes now. I forgot about that. Okay, so now I have a key to the lighthouse. Yeah, I don't really see why not having why you wouldn't just have a little bit of color here, a little bit of variety. Right. My only other thought is I can do this and then open a path and do this. Yeah, if this was supposed to be a game that was a huge puzzle and you had to figure everything else out, it has a little bit of that certainly, but not enough of that. This guy will just kill you if you even use water on him. Interesting. Well, putting water on the fish might be a smart move. Now let's see if we go up here. What are we gonna find? Got an exit. And now we've got a flashlight. So yeah, it does feel like it is a... It's not even worth it to... fairly linear experience that we're gonna go through. It doesn't feel like there's any real side quests or anything that would make sense or add anything here. Where if you compare this to The Legend of Zelda, there's not stranded, I'm okay. I can't push the fish. Wish there was some nice music. So the guy does seem to want music. Interesting. But it does weirdly feel like there's just not enough here, enough variety. Wish there was some real music. 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 You don't have any options. That's the good stuff. Do you feel it? So I found the music he likes. And that does kind of just feel like a side thing. So how much have we really accomplished? This is about a 2-hour to 3-hour game experience at this for most people. Maybe it'll take me a little bit longer. It usually takes me a little bit longer to beat a game like this, but we're definitely not going to get anywhere very fast, any faster than an average player. It does seem just incredibly linear. So I could stop an episode here at 30 minutes. That would be fine. But I think that would be also stretching a little bit. So instead, I'm just going to take a pause here, drink some water, and then I think we'll play for another 30 minutes. But yeah. There's just not enough substance here. And because there's not enough substance here, there's not enough to really criticize. There are snakes everywhere. And let's see if we can kill all the snakes and clear out the whole place. Again, these might just be little achievement things I'm doing, not things that actually matter in any way. Alright, that guy's gonna try and kill me. Famous sign Maynard, desert campsite. Oh, come on. We made it just in time. So, the one thing this game has for it is it does set a new home for you. So now when we respawn, we are in this desert campsite instead. We have a watering can to put out a phone. So, sneaker hut. Clearly need the sneakers because we clearly need the way to run, so let's run this way. 7 coins for a fast pair of shoes. So sneaker hut, I guess, is like a Foot Locker equivalent. We have only 2 cones. There's nothing in there. In the desert, they say. Found a coin before I died. It's a secret temple down this way. Let's go this direction before we go any further. So, we're in an endless desert. So we're gonna need some kind of map or something that shows the way there. Let's see. So, secret passage this way. There's another coin. So we were finding coins before we even knew what we were looking for. And we'll probably want to go back in that area at some point. Desert campsite. Famous sign maker. Ooh, this slows us down incredibly slowly. Running in this, what I can only assume is sand. Amazing sign maker. I mapped every location. The sword-throwing Oasis ghost is only a rumor. Is that a saw? If it is a saw, I can't pick it up. So we need to at some point get some kind of axe or something to let us through. This looks like a secret passage. Is there anything over here? I mean, we could try to take on the bull. I suppose that is something that we could try doing. There we go. We've got another heart for taking the bull by the horns, as it were. And then we just cut down a couple of things. That looks like that might have been a secret passage, but maybe not. There might be some secret passage down this way, but I guess not. Okay, more health. Might be something that you need. Definitely feels like something that might come into play. Right, so if this is secret temple, lost person, someone help them. Alright, let's go help them. Water. Okay, why me? So we need to take this instead. This definitely isn't a game that would let you like really. You saved my life, come see me at the sign maker. Like, it really isn't a game where you would be able to do this in one death. That's just not going to happen. And I imagine this is just an endless, infinite desert until you run out of time. Hey. Yeah, you wanna come talk to me? Oops, hit the B button and died. Well, we did find the guy. Find the secret thing. We could break the signs. Looks like that path to the left now is open. Secret temple. And in the secret temple, we've got a couple different things. A couple different directions. I lost my 8 tentacles. Can you help me? Found me. So we're looking for 8 tentacles. You can't get past the fire without the watering can. This is going to be an impossible maze to do without the running. And honestly, this, if I recall correctly, is almost impossible to do even with the sprint shoes. Oh man. And you definitely can't just lollygag on it. You do have to decide which way you're going. Let's just go straight down this way and see what happens. Yeah, leave the plants alone. So he's mad at me now. But doesn't. Well, I managed to get to him, and now we have sword thrower as a ability. Great. Which means we could go back to that area before and do something. And you can see why the fire is where it is, right next to this point, is because they wanted you to remember that this would have been some gameplay. Alright, so run this way. What do we got now? Not a coin. So we need 2 more coins. Hmm. Might as well go die. Let's run down this direction. Probably could save myself several seconds by taking a different path. Thanks for saving me. Grab this item west of here and come see me at my boat. Told you the oasis was fake. So this is a famous sign maker. Over this way? Like, we're almost to the point where we're back where we started. Factories are bad. Factories are bad, factories are bad, factories are bad, factories are bad, factories are bad. We've got the gardening glove. So, wait, let's look here. What does the gardening glove do? Helps avoid splinters when cutting down trees. Press A to cut down trees. Alright. And then we've got... So that's just a note at that point. Okay. So let's quickly run back this way and select our new home. And let's just let time run out in the house, and then let's die in the house too, just to make sure, in case there's achievements. I'm not seeing the achievements pop up or anything, and for a game like this, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have the game just pop up the achievements, since that probably is a major factor. Alright, so now we have boatwood. Whatever that is for. Oops. So, some things definitely are resetting. Some things not so much. Thanks, here you go. We've got like 30 seconds to goof around. So let's just go in here and see what this is. Error, no camera. Feel free to grab my old camera. Got the camera. So maybe that's what this freeze frame will be. There's not much use for this adventuring, but it does take nice pictures. Check my laptop for more information. Find a picture, your picture at minit.camera, the https://minitgame.com. I don't even know if that would be a URL that would work. Minit.camera. It almost seems like that would indicate an internal thing. So I could take a picture of something. Thanks, game? Why I need to take a picture, I don't know. Let's see what else is over here. Looking for far too many secret passages and secret entrances. There's a tentacle. I need a boat. There's a bad guy. We're kind of all over the place. Like, and there is that danger, certainly, of you just getting distracted enough that you'll miss some sections and not realize that there is content to the left, content to the right, places where you would have been before and would have just missed things. Let's see. We can see that there's seems to be kind of a toxic sludge things. Oh yeah. These are now clearable. So the world is getting bigger. It would be nice for there to be a map though. Well, that took forever to break. Now I am in a place. Probably should just avoid the bats in their entirety. See what this guy has to say. I need some time to fix things, but we can go on the trip. Alright. So let's see if he fixed the boat in that reset. If not, I don't know if he needs more items or what. Yeah, he fixed the boat. Hop in. I'm not controlling anything, so I can get one tentacle. But I don't think I could speed up this process by much either, so yeah. Love this place. I might go fishing. Let's see. So we have now a new home selected. There's a bug that's making a sound. It sounds like. So we'll have to figure out what to do with that. Over here, we've got some kind of system. Terminal okay. Good. What did that terminal do? I don't know. But apparently it did something of importance. See if we can get all the way to this. Now we have a basement key. Is there a basement door? Yeah, down here. And this opens up some whole secret passage. In a funny way, this feels very much like what you might have experienced in an old, early educational game, like something where you just go in random directions and you always discover something new. I wouldn't say something like Myst, where there's a little bit more of a story and a logic going on there. Alright, so this is a combination lock. Alright, so that was fairly obvious what was going to happen here. But yeah, there definitely is a game I'm thinking of that was like an old Apple II game, and you definitely had that feel. Capacity 66% west, okay. East error, south, okay. So there needs to be something to the east that needs to be configured. Let's just keep going east. Where are we? What are we trying to hit here? Let's go down this way, yeah. Well, that's flooded. Terminal okay. So I think we've now got it all. But you kind of don't know what you're doing. This has all happened before, but never this bad. And see, all it seems like it says is ouch on top of hitting somebody. We can't really control the submarine, so they seem fairly random. And unless I could swim. Yeah. So what am I supposed to do to get out of here? It's a real question. Oh, we've now got a area 58. So we got like a portal. Question mark, run 46. Time 37. 41% collected. 10 of 16 items. 5 of 19 coins. 2 of 6 hearts. Alright. Area is 58. Alright. Interesting. So we found a secret basement to our own area. And so at our whim, we can look at this picture of our dog. We can see where we are. We can see that there's kind of a secret portal that will be over this way and a secret portal that will be over this way. And there's 9 little collectibles. Interesting. And fairly oddly, yeah, there probably is some kind of like secret things you need to take pictures of, but I don't know what they would be. And I very easily have forgotten the areas that I've looked in and the areas I need to go back to. but we are definitely like halfway through the game already. I couldn't imagine really wanting to do a new Game Plus here. The only thing that I think would happen is that either you would have the sprint shoes and none of the other items, and then you could just race to do the exact same thing that you did the first time in the New Game Plus, or items randomly are put in different places, which would have been a slightly interesting idea. And you do have randomizers for old NES games, although not so much. I haven't seen too many people play The Legend of Zelda, the original Zelda game, for the NES randomized. People seem to much prefer playing more of the later generation by Link to the Past randomizers. I think are the most popular ones. But if you did a New Game Plus and you had all these items to start with, or even a significant amount of these items to for these at the beginning of a New Game Plus, then there's going to be no real reason why you would want to run around and do things, which would just really have you play a New Game Plus at that point, where you're just running in circles, running in a straight line towards the enemy boss. And unless there was an incredibly crazy boss fight at the end of the game that would justify increasing your heart and maybe strengthening your sword and doing things like that, there's really no motivation to play the game a second time at all, really, at that point. There might be a kind of difficult boss fight at the end of this game. If that is the case, they should have probably shown that a little bit more than just the bull, because the bull was a difficult boss fight for sure, but not that difficult. So had they shown a mustache twirling bad guy as your main enemy in the story, you'd have at least an idea of what's going on. Although, in all fairness, A Link to the Legend of Zelda game doesn't really introduce Ganon to you when you first start playing the game. But if you had read the instruction booklet, it I'm fairly certain did explain to you what the story was. Well, that's going to be it for this recording. I think we may get this done in 2, at worst 3 episodes. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.